Good morning, everybody. This is Tayyab Naushad. Today we'll be seeing, I think, day one, day two, day three, day four is almost already it is completed. So today we'll be discussing more on this technical terms of like how a audit can be performed. Suppose if you go to any organization, so there is some requirement like hardening to be done, any audit to be done, any systems with respect to the systems, with respect to the networks, with respect to the servers, with respect to any web applications. So how a hardening can be implemented and how hardening can be done. So it might be any systems or it might be any servers or it might be any network devices, etc. Okay. So the hardening plays a very major role in environment, like how to protect the different servers and network devices, whether it may be like any switches or routers or firewall, IDS, IPS, load balancers. So the main key role of hardening is like you have to implement a very hardening techniques with respect to the security. So for first point of the audit is hardening. Okay. So we'll see like each MDVM one by one with respect to the tools, what are the different automation tools are used and what are the different manual techniques are used to harden the same techniques, and how you can mitigate this what are the different methods and what are the different flavors of OS, etc., etc. We'll see. So what is your basically like the main objective of your audit? Okay. So the main objective of your audit or your hardening is like the ultimate thing is like you have to protect your information, right? So the information might be your anything with respect to the data information, and which might be a confidential, or it might be your assets, or it might be your whatever the data which you are saving in respect to the web applications, or it might be in the same form of your assets. Okay. So the information security program to is ensure that systems and their contents remain the same. Okay. So the ultimately mission of the hardening is to protect the organization's ability how to function in a secure manner. Okay. It also enables the safe operations of your applications, your web services, etc. And also it protects the data with respect to various attacks, and also it safeguards the various technology assets. So technology assets is nothing but like there are some techno assets are there. It might be your router, it might be your switch or any security device. So the default when you take any device or any OS or any network device, it will comes with your basic default settings. Okay. So we have to see the basically how you can harden the various assets with respect to the technology and with respect to the various security operations. Okay. So these are the some of the tools which we'll use in the audit purpose. Like one is Nessus Professional, which is a commercial, as well as the free and open source. Okay, the free and open source will give only the 16 IP addresses only at a time. Okay, after 16 IP addresses, again you have to renew the license for the new download, and again a new key will come to your to your mail, and you have to install the same and you have to execute. Okay. So another one is Nexpose. This is also a VA tool which has all the facility of scanning a devices with respect to any, it might be the end user device, might be any server or system or network device. Okay. So it also gives compliance with respect to the CIS, NIST, DISA, etc. Okay. And OpenVAS is also a very good tool, which is a Greenbone security manager, security scanner. So it's also basically as a various scanning, vulnerability scanning tool. Retina is also one of the tool, Burp Suite, followed by Nikito, Bellark Advisor, and this Microsoft Baseline Security Advisors. Okay, these are the some of the tools which we use in regular activities for auditing purposes. So basically, Nessus is an vulnerability scanner, and it's also a compliance checker, and it's also gives you the missing security updates. Okay, so what basically security updates and patches? Suppose if you are auditing, if you are hardening any system, so it should give you the various patches. Okay, patch level updates and what exactly the missing security updates. Okay, so it gives all those results within the form of whether it may be in the form of CSV or HTML, that gives the option to save you in the form of CSV and also with respect to the your HTML. Okay. So it's has advanced scan for networks, websites, operating system, mobile devices, etc. But the key challenge is like it should be the Nessus. Once you install the Nessus Professional, for hardening, you should have the plugins to be connected to, it should be updated. Okay. So that means like for something like for 1 week or something, your system should be connected to the internet and the plugin should be up to date. Okay. So that the plugins plays a very major role in giving a vulnerability scanning results. So these are the one of the dashboard of the Nessus tool. Yeah. So coming to the Nessus, yeah, these are the different options when you select any IP address with for scanning. So this is a different advanced scan is there. Audit cloud infrastructure audit is there, and where basic network scan is there. Credential pass scan is. If suppose if you want to scan for any kind of malware in your network, so you can select the malware scan. So suppose there is any config audit, MDM config is mobile device management config audit. Suppose if you want to audit any this mobile application, so you can select the MDM config audit. And if you want to audit any mobile application device scan, so you can select the mobile device scan. So offline config audit is nothing but like suppose you have a network devices config file, right? Configuration file. So without disturbing any network. So you can select this offline config audit. So PCI quarterly external scan is nothing but if you suppose if you are scanning any a financial or any banking related things, so PCI plays a major role in compliance section. Okay. So PCI also need to be give and it also gives a very good results with respect to the PCI. Okay. So these are the different scanning methods which we used basically for the scanning options. Okay. So OpenVAS is in general, it's an open source. It's under GNU General Public License, and it is developed and maintained by the Greenbone Networks. Okay. So suppose if you want to take any commercial, so you have to take a license under the Greenbone Networks. Okay. Now OpenVAS is completely open source. So, but for scanning and for the if you want to go for any kind of commercial sections, so you have to take a license under the Greenbone Networks. Okay. It's also a full-featured vulnerability scanner which gives a very good results with respect to the VA methods and all those things. Okay. So these are some of the tools with respect to Nessus, OpenVAS, and Bellark. Bellark is also one of the good tool with respect to the hardening, and it gives the basic results with respect to the hardening. Suppose if you are scanning any end devices, so suppose there are some end devices are there in the network, you want to audit. So what exactly you have to select? So there is Bellark is an open source. Okay. So suppose if you want to take a professional or commercial version, commercial is also there, but the difference is that you have to use a Bell Manage under that category. Okay. So these are the different tools. So there are two methods. So you can install this Bellark as a local host. Okay. Suppose if you are using it, but this Bellark will be installed only on the Windows machine. Okay. So you have to go you have to download the Bellark advisor from the internet, and it gives the various results with respect to the inventory, with respect to the missing hot fixes, with respect to your antivirus status, and what exactly the security benchmarks. Okay. So it's a free and personal use. You can use as per your requirement. And if you are using, suppose if you are using for any commercial purpose, for business purpose, you have to use the Bell Manage. Okay. So Bell Manage will comes with the default settings like it will scan even in network also. Okay. But the Bellark advisor is only applicable to your whole local host. So that is what the basic difference between your free source and your commercial section. Okay. So this you can try in your local PCs. So to check your what is your missing hardening hot fixes and what is your benchmark level. Okay. The free open source will work only under your this Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10. Okay. So XP has stopped giving a security benchmark under the Bellark advisor. Okay. So this you have to keep in mind, and you have to see what exactly the scanning can be done and how you can see the missing security patches and how you can see that various benchmarks, etc. Okay. This is also one of the good tool. Like nowadays we are using Syscat tool. So Syscat Lite and Syscat Pro, these are the two different versions. Okay. So you can see like Syscat Pro is a commercial and Syscat Lite is a free open source tool. So it's basically it uses a configuration assessment tool, and it's a status of the CAS benchmark on the target system. That means what are the missing hardening steps, missing hardening which are compliance to the pass or fail. Okay. It gives a result like what exactly your hardening is done or not, whether it is up to the mark. If it is mark, if it is up to the not mark, then it gives a fail result. If the compliance is passed, then it gives a result as a pass. Okay. So but basic it requires a compatible JRE Java version, up to date version. So before that, you have to install this Java. Okay. So in order to run this tool, you have to install the this JRE version of your this versions. Okay. So it comes with their both GUI and CLI. That means like graphical user interface and command line interface. So you can run both the version using this Syscat Lite. Okay. So this is a very good tool, and it basically this Syscat Lite free. It works under only the Windows 10 only. Okay. So it doesn't work under Windows 7, 8, 8.1 and 10. Okay. So the basic version of the free version will only work as most of the PCs we are using as Windows 10. So you can easily download the same thing from the CISCAT org under the cyber security tools. So there are two versions. So you have to select the Cisco Lite tool, okay, which is a free version, and you can see how far your hardening is done and how far your this security checks is there and all this. Okay, so these are the things which we have to see with respect to the versions and all those things. Okay, so one of the tool, very good tool, so you can use for your hardening purpose under security Syscat Lite tool. Okay. Yeah. So, but coming under the security benchmarks, so in order to have the benchmarks, you should also see what are the guidelines. Okay. So there are different guidelines. There is one of the guideline is CIS guidelines. Okay. So which was international approved. CIS is basically is used for your defense purposes. Okay. NIST is also the one of the standards. PCI DSS is basically purely used in payment card industry. Okay, so these are some of the standards or what we say like guidelines which we use for this audit purposes. Okay, it's not simply like you are audited the devices and you have done these things. Okay, so you have to see what are the standards, whether it is giving a results with respect to the CIS, whether it is giving a result with respect to the STIC, NST, and PCI, DSS, etc. Okay. So these are the guidelines and standards you can do either through manually or through the Syscat Lite tool, which I discussed previously.